Before modern predators, before lions ruled the savannah, and even before the last ice sheets melted, terror stalked the frozen plains on silent paws. Amidst the thundering of mammoth herds and the howling of ancient winds, a shadow moved through the twilight wilderness, massive, powerful, patient, yet deadly beyond imagination. It was not a modern tiger, nor any cat you know today. It was Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger, bred by evolution to kill with surgical precision. The Smilodon was not just another predator, it was a living scalpel. Today, most people think they know this creature from movies and museums. They are wrong. It was forgotten by popular imagination, twisted by Hollywood myths, but never by the fossil record that reveals its true terror. To understand how this apex killer came to dominate the Ice Age world, we need to travel back in time to the frozen plains of ancient America and witness the birth of nature's most specialized assassin. The name Smilodon, in scientific Latin, literally means knife tooth. But the creature behind that name was not born from chance. It was forged through the ruthless selection of ice, hunger, and competition over millions of years. Its origins trace back to the early megafauna, ancient saber-toothed cats that first appeared when the world was young and giants walked the earth. Ancient paleontologists and modern scientists have spoken of these predators as true evolutionary marvels, creatures that combined the stealth of a shadow with the killing power of a blade. The forces of evolution, always seeking the perfect predator, saw unlimited potential in these early saber cats. They began shaping them, generation by generation, crossing traits for size with traits for precision, strength with surgical accuracy. The goal was to create the ultimate Ice Age killer, large enough to take down a ground sloth, yet precise enough to slice through hide and muscle with a single bite, strong enough to wrestle a bison, yet patient enough to wait for the perfect moment. Thus emerged Smilodon fatalis, a predator standing nearly 4 feet at the shoulder, weighing close to 600 pounds. Its golden fur helped it blend with prairie grass, while those legendary sabers, longer than your forearm, curved like twin daggers of death, a true prehistoric gladiator. By 10,000 years ago, the Ice Age world had become a stage for the greatest predator spectacle in Earth's history. And Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger, had become the star performer of this deadly theater. Trained by evolution to kill with precision, ignore the struggles of massive prey, and strike at the exact moment of vulnerability, these cats were not opportunistic hunters, but calculated executioners. They stalked the vast herds of giant ground sloths, bison and camels that wandered the plains, massive herbivores that had never faced such surgical killing power. Before the hunt, Smilodon would observe for hours, studying movement patterns and identifying the weak, the young, the isolated. And when the moment came, when those powerful hindquarters coiled and released, the crowd of scavengers that followed knew death was approaching. The kill was not random violence, it was performance art. Some individual Smilodon became so skilled at their craft that their hunting territories became legendary among the other predators of their time. In this prehistoric arena, Smilodon was treated as nature's perfect weapon, but its true calling extended far beyond simple predation. Evolution had bigger plans. It would soon discover that this creature could be much more than a solitary killer. It could be an ecosystem engineer. With the expansion of the Ice Age, North and South America became vast hunting grounds where Smilodon faced challenges that tested every aspect of their design. Giant cave bears, dire wolves, American lions, and short-faced bears all competed for the same massive prey. These rivals used brute force, pack tactics, or overwhelming size. Smilodon understood the challenge and evolved a different response. The true Smilodon advantage was not only physical, it was tactical. Unlike other big cats that relied on suffocating bites to the throat, Smilodon developed precision killing. Those sabers could open the jugular with surgical accuracy, slice through belly hide to reach vital organs, or pierce the skull base to reach the brain. Each kill was calculated, efficient, and devastatingly effective. And that is how Smilodon left simple predation and entered the realm of evolutionary masterpiece. not just as another cat, but as the most specialized killing machine the mammalian world had ever produced. Like any apex predator shaped by millions of years of selection, Smilodon underwent evolutionary training designed to transform raw feline instinct into precision lethality. First, those jaws had to develop the ability to open nearly 120 degrees, wider than any modern cat. The skull itself reshaped to accommodate this gape while maintaining structural strength. The sabers grew longer and flatter, developing microscopic serrations along their edges for maximum cutting efficiency. Those massive forelimbs developed to wrestle prey 3 times their size, with claws that could anchor into thick hide and muscle attachments that generated crushing force. They learned to hunt, not through long chases across the plains, but through patient stalking, explosive ambush, and surgical execution. In the tar pits of Rancho La Brea, these predators played crucial roles in their ecosystem. They controlled herbivore populations, shaped migration patterns, and even influenced plant communities through their hunting pressure. More than just a fearsome predator, Smilodon was part of the Ice Age balance. It lived, hunted, and died as nature's regulatory force, not from simple hunger, but from an evolutionary purpose refined over countless generations. Although fossil evidence rarely captures the full drama of prehistoric hunts, between the layers of rock and tar, science reveals a different story. At the La Brea tar pits, in what is now Los Angeles, thousands of Smilodon remains tell tales of desperate struggles. Herbivores trapped in natural asphalt, predators following them to their doom, dying together in prehistoric quicksand. The evidence shows these cats hunting ground sloths the size of small cars, wrestling ancient bison with horns spanning 6 feet, facing down giant camels and horses that dwarfed their modern relatives. Some Smilodon fossils show healed fractures and bite marks, evidence that they survived injuries that would kill modern big cats. They were built not just to deal death, but to absorb it and continue hunting. During the height of the Pleistocene epoch, reports from fossil sites across both American continents mention Smilodon remains. From the tar pits of California to the caves of Argentina, from the plains of Texas to the forests of Florida. These cats had conquered an entire hemisphere. There are even artistic representations, cave paintings and carved bones, showing early humans who witnessed these predators and recorded their power for posterity. Although we cannot know their exact hunting strategies, the evidence suggests they were not the simple ambush predators of popular imagination. They were precision instruments, surgical killers that could take down megafauna with techniques no modern predator possesses. Despite their incredible power, evolutionary perfection, and continental dominance, Smilodon never received the recognition it deserves from popular culture. Countless movies show them as oversized tigers with big teeth. Museum displays reduce them to static skeletons. Children's books turn them into cartoon monsters. But that does not mean their true nature went unnoticed by those who study the fossil record. Modern paleontologists treat these predators with the respect reserved for evolutionary masterpieces. They analyze their biomechanics with advanced computer modeling, study their social behaviors through bone chemistry, and reconstruct their hunting strategies using cutting-edge technology. Some researchers spend entire careers studying single aspects of Smilodon anatomy: the angle of saber insertion, the mechanics of jaw opening, the social implications of healed injuries. These cats have become more than fossils. They have become teachers, showing us how evolution solves the problem of killing efficiently. As the centuries passed and the Ice Age ended, climate change and human expansion transformed the world Smilodon had ruled for so long. The great herds of megafauna began to disappear. Ground sloths, giant bison, cave bears, and massive camels went extinct one by one. The specialized killing tools that had made Smilodon supreme became evolutionary liabilities when there was nothing left large enough to require them. But traces of their legacy remain scattered across the modern world. Paleontologists use their biomechanics to understand predator evolution. Engineers study their jaw mechanisms to design precision cutting tools. Robotics experts analyze their grappling techniques to build more effective mechanical systems. Look into Smilodon's sabers, and you find more than teeth. You find a story about evolution's choices and their consequences. Those blades, the massive forelimbs, the extraordinary gape, they won battles against Ice Age giants but demanded an ecological world that no longer exists. When that world changed, specialization became fragility. That lesson teaches us a simple rule: perfection without adaptability is temporary. Today, we study Smilodon's mechanics to build better robots, understand predator evolution, and protect the apex hunters that still walk among us. If there is one thing to carry from this deep past, it is responsibility. We can learn from extinct giants, but we must also act so living species do not become tomorrow's fossils. What will you do with that knowledge? Share your thoughts in the comments below.